as the story of our legendary hero period. Thanks, potatoes. Alright, Savage, have a good night. Dude, if this run finishes, it will be past 5 a.m. That's just... Alright, well, let's do it, let's do it. I really want a PB tonight, like, this is ridiculous. I know I can play at a level that I could PB, but things keep happening and I have mistakes and... Oh my god. Hey, Rock. Dude, it's true. I tweeted about this, but if I do not PB tonight, I'm probably going to end up streaming tomorrow. I'm going to stay on campus an additional day. Normally I go home for the weekend and just kind of chill at home with my family and whatnot for Saturday, Sunday. But if I don't PB today, which if this run doesn't do it, I don't know if any run will, I'm probably going to stay on campus tomorrow and do more runs or something. Because I really want it, and I feel like I should have it already, and so, I don't know. I might. I very well might. And so, what happens actually is my dad makes really good homemade pizza. He's been doing it for many years now. And he does that every Saturday, so I'll be missing out on that if I stay on campus for another day. So technically, yes, there is pizza riding on this run. If I don't PB, I won't get that homemade pizza. That pizza's so good. That's a good one, Ragan. I learned my lesson with that one, Ragan. I'm not doing it. I am Yumius. How are you? Thank you for noticing. Well, if you have any questions, Bunny, feel free to ask. I'm always glad to answer. If you do. That was a good time. No butter. Either I get it or nobody does. It's mine. Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing it, Bunny. I just reset, unfortunately, because I died like 2 hours in. But, it's still a lot of fun. There are definitely ups and downs to it. You gotta work quite hard to get the time you want. The only required masks to beat this game are Deku and Zora. Yeah, you cannot beat the game without getting both of those, but you can skip every other mask in the game with some means. In fact, any percent only gets Deku and Zora. It doesn't get any others. There's no need. But yeah, there's no way to skip Deku or Zora. Technically, Deku isn't necessary, but there's no way to skip the cutscene where you get it. And while you could avoid the cutscene that gets you Zora, you do actually need Zora. So technically, the only mask required to beat the game is Zora. It's impossible to avoid Deku. If you were able to avoid Deku somehow, I'm pretty sure you would be able to beat the game. Yeah, you would. I can't. Yeah. But there's no way to avoid the cutscene. No, Poke. I could never do that. You know what, actually, one of my biggest problems with people who play a game that is natively 4x3, and they play in 16:9, my absolute biggest issue I take with that is when you're targeting in this game, like, there's the black bars at the top and bottom of the screen, and that makes it kind of look like 16:9 right now, right? But I'm obviously in 4x3. But it changes what it looks like when the black bars are there like this, right? But when you're already stretching it in 16:9 and then this happened, it just looks so much worse. Like, it gets even worse when you're targeting and these black bars are here and you're in 16:9, because then it just looks ridiculous. You can beat Majora with just Deku. It's insanely difficult, and if anybody manages to get a video of them doing it, I will play that video on stream. But to beat Majora with just Deku Mask, without taking it off, is a feat, let me tell you. But yeah, you can beat Majora as just human or just Deku or just anything, like... Did Enoch beat it as just Deku? I never actually saw him do that. Did he do it without Zeroth Day or with Zeroth Day? Dang, that's insane. I had no idea he'd done that. I've attempted it, but I got killed by Wrath. I made it to Wrath, and then I got killed. You'd have to do Sonata Skip. But I don't think Sonata Skip requires Deku at any point. In fact, I'm pretty positive it doesn't. So you could do Sonata Skip to skip Deku. Yeah, I saw that, Vivid. It was really cool. I enjoyed it. Hey, Breaker. Dude, how are you? Yeah, double defense and a few fairies. I should try that, to be honest. I think when I went in, I had like 10 hearts or something. I don't know what it was. No, actually I had 5 hearts. I had 5 hearts from the cheats, and then I had some fairies. And I died. So maybe if I had more hearts, I'd be able to do it. No, Butter. I have better ways to spend an hour. I don't see how you'd get Bossa Nova without Zora. I don't see it happening. Like, maybe there's a way to skip Bossa Nova we haven't found yet, but actually getting Bossa Nova without Zora, probably not gonna happen. I have no idea if Deku Bubbles can damage Twin Mold. I've never tried to hit him with one. I'd imagine they could, maybe? Probably. I don't see a reason they wouldn't. I don't know how you would go about hitting one. They cannot, okay. It's really weird then. So Goron Pound can't, Deku Bubbles can't. Okay. Just fly through the tail? Dang. That'd be cool though. Can you hit him with Deku Spins Butter? Have you tried that? No! This was gonna be a good ocarina time, and then I did that. Thank you, whoever timed him out. They did indeed get noticed, and they deserved what they got. Nice. That doesn't... I don't actually know how much time the Scarecrow thing wasted. It was only like 3 or 4 seconds, which potentially means this could be like a 17-17 ocarina. Imagine that. Jimmy would be so proud. Maybe that is the key to actually getting a PB in this category. Please don't ask questions about people who are timed out. That's giving it way more attention than it deserves. Nice. I do not know if you'd be able to beat Georg with Deku only, because I've never even tested if Bubbles stun Georg. I'd guess that they do, but I might be wrong, and I might hear that I'm wrong in a second from somebody who has tested that, but I've definitely never tested Deku anything in the Georg fight, so I could not tell you. Okay. So Georg's... or Bubbles stun Georg, but then how do you damage Georg at that point? I don't know. Kill all bosses with Deku only. ATC is taking a break. He has not been having fun with the category recently. That's actually why Juicy is taking a break too. I shouldn't just say like he quit for Overwatch. Both of them were getting a little bit annoyed with the category because they kind of encountered what I've encountered, where they kind of hit a wall. They're losing a lot of runs, and they're not PBing. But I don't know. It's harder to get me to stop, I guess. I don't even know. That's it, Butterstock syndrome. Probably accurate, actually. I can't stop until I get it, then. You cannot ISG with Great Deku Sword? Or, wait, technically you can, just not through the traditional means. If you have Deku Sword, and you jump slash onto water, the water cancels the jump slash because you start bouncing and you actually get ISG. So you can get ISG that way. You can't get it with like the normal method of crouch stabbing because Deku cannot crouch stab. When he's shielding, he has nothing he can do. He doesn't, like, all his commands get locked. Yes, buddy. There actually is, as silly as that sounds. And it is silly. But I'm, like, really determined for this time. I should have had it yesterday, and I should have had it 3 days ago. And both times I lost the run to something silly. It's really frustrating to know that you're actually capable of so much more. And so I'm going for a 247. But at the same time, I know I'm capable of a 246, and I still can't even get the 247 because I just choke away the runs right at the end. It's really bad. Alright, what is this ocarina time gonna be? Because I did make that mistake. I'll probably be 3 or 4 seconds behind. Like a 17. Alright, oh, no, it's a 17-18, I'm a liar. Bad time. Very bad time. No poke. Nobody can do 2 paws. Yeah, Deku has no way to hover. He can't shield in midair. He can't shield during a backflip. He needs to be on the ground. Zeroth Day feels like a cop-out, though, Butter. Because it's giving abilities to Deku that he wouldn't normally have. I mean, I guess it could technically still count, because they're not... It's not exactly like you can do anything with it, but still. Like, you could just do Zeroth Day, I think, for all the bosses, and the only one you'd have a problem with still is Georg, probably. Okay, that should have saved. That was a very early reset, but should have still saved. I'm pretty sure I heard it. The flower dive hurts Adalvo, that's fantastic. That'd be such a horrible way to have to fight him, though. Essentially having to wait until he's in the center of the room to hit him at all. You have a wireless headset, Magio? I am not a fan of the wireless headsets. My brother actually got one recently. And I tried it, and it's just... I feel like you pay so much for just for it to be wireless that, like, if you spent the same money on a wired headset, you get so much higher quality sound. Like, you can definitely get good quality out of a wireless headset. It just costs so much more. Well, if you like it. I don't think I'd ever... I don't think I'd like it. I probably would not want that. Like, there are definitely some advantages, but... Deku cannot weird shot because he can't roll. You can, using Zeroth Day, get Deku to hold bow or hook shot or something. That's what I really like about my new, like, I have, like, very specific things I want out of a headset, and it was actually really hard to find a headset that had everything I wanted. Like, I need an open back headset. I do not like closed back headsets where you can't hear yourself talking, because if you can't hear yourself talking, then I just spend all my time, like, worrying about how loud I'm speaking if I'm talking with people or something. And I also like to be able to hear around me. I don't want to just be kind of, like, shut off when I have a headset on. In addition to it being closed back, I want it to have fairly nice quality, because I do listen to a good deal of music. And I definitely want it to be very comfortable, because I wear it for hours at a time, usually. Like, comfort is a very high priority for me in a headset. But, like, the biggest thing for me has always been its open back. Like, I cannot stand closed back headsets. I got my first one, and I'd never had a closed back headset before. I got it, like, 2 years ago. And I just gave it to my brother. I did not like it. He wanted it, so I just gave it to him, but, ugh, it was awful. What a waste. Come on, bombs, please. Earbuds? Pretty much the same thing. I do have a set of closed back earbuds that I do actually like and use for something. I use them when I'm playing on my 3DS, because when I'm playing on my 3DS, I actually do not want to hear around me. But I also have these earbuds, and these ones are open back, and they're fairly comfortable. And also a big thing for me with earbuds that's not a thing with headsets, because most headsets don't have this issue. But so many earbuds have this issue. Like, they're all such low quality. They break really easily. Like, so many pairs of earbuds I've owned break in the first month. And I never buy that brand again. Like, that entire brand, I just say, nope, none of what you have anymore, ever again. Like, I have this huge problem. Like, I do tend to buy, like, $20, $30 pairs of earbuds when I need earbuds, and those shouldn't be breaking that fast. It's not like a $5, $10 cheap pair of earbuds. It's like $20, $30, like, I bought these because they were comfortable, they were nice, and then they break. Like, it's not okay. Like, I've had this problem with so many earbuds I've bought. The earbuds I'm using are actually just they're not the current ones. The current stock Apple, iPod, iPhone earbuds suck. These are the earbuds that came with, as like the stock ones that came with like iPhones and iPod Touches like 5 years ago. Or like, yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago. And I just dug them out when I started streaming and tried them. And I've been using these same earbuds for 2 years. they're still working, they're still comfortable, they're still nice. But Apple, the current earbuds they sell with their phones and all their stuff, don't like those. Those are extremely uncomfortable. They actually like hurt to put in my ear, the new ones that Apple sells. So like if these ever do break, which they might, I've been using them for 2 years, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because these ones are so nice. I haven't ever had an earbud that has lasted this long, is comfortable, and kind of suits my needs for what I want. Backwalking is faster than walking forward or spinning or rolling in this game. Bunny, it's one of the fastest, consistent forms of movement. So like this is actually about 1.5 times the speed of forward walking. My roommate actually does know my stream. He knows, he has the link and he's looked at it. I don't know if he actually watches it. Not all Links backwalk the same speed, actually. Human Link is the slowest form Link has. Both Deku, Goron, and Zora have identical forward and backwards walking speeds, but Human is slightly slower at both forward and backward walking. Sony is actually one of the brands that I said I was never gonna buy again, because I've had actually 2 pairs of Sony earbuds, and they both broke within a month or 2. At max, I think one of them lasted 2. Like, I'm never gonna buy. Sony is one of those brands I'm never gonna buy again. I do not trust them in their earbuds, unfortunately. I have a really nice pair of Audio-Technica earbuds that have lasted a really long time. I don't use them for stream, but those ones are nice, and they've lasted. Megadurst, the speed difference is never large enough to merit extra mass transitions, almost always. Like, ever, basically. Like, I could put on Deku here, but the reason I don't is because even though Deku would move faster through these woods, I need to be human again at the end in order to give the red potion to the witch. And so even though Deku would get through these woods faster, it's not worth it just because of the 2 extra mass transitions it would entail. Like, I'd have to do an extra mass transition to put on Deku, and then I'd have to do an extra one to take it off again, so that'd be 2 extra ones, and that's not worth it for the time and movement saved. I hear good things about the gummy ones, yeah, the JVC. I've never owned one, and I feel like maybe when I next need earbuds, those are the ones that I get. Because I actually hear good things about them. They're fit, like, as far as cheap earbuds go. My Audio-Technica ones are absolutely not cheap, though. Those ones were like 50. But they are really nice and have lasted over a year. With really good sound quality. I'm not exactly an audiophile, but I've been doing this for a little bit. I've had some issues with certain brands, and I've been, I don't know what's the term, been through the woods, I guess, so to say. I don't know if that's something people say. I think it is. I thought of it. I feel like it's something people say. Dude, Owl! Thank you so much for subscribing, man. Actually, Bunny, back in high school, I had like a group I hung out with who all kind of shared my interests, but in college, I've actually been kind of a loner, because all my friends from high school went to different universities, unfortunately. Oh, I saw it! I saw it, Owl. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I don't doubt you, Rug. I've heard the same thing from other people who've bought them, because they sell that brand on my campus. And from other people who have bought them, I've heard good things, actually. Alright, one moment. I do need to nail this palace. It's gonna be pretty good, hopefully. Aw, that sucks, Owl. I know Xenor's in a similar situation. Can be hard to find time for sure. What is this angle? Why do I have it? Really, Butter? That's really interesting. I had no idea. That was the secret to solving my problem with the moths. Do 0th day, so I can hold Deku Stick as Deku, and then do all that movement as Deku, and they'd never get me. That was the solution all along. Oh my god. Imagine if I actually did that. I mean, there are tons of people I know through streaming and from, like, the internet. And there are still people I talk to from high school. I just don't see them anymore because they're all across the country, different places, whatnot. So just on my campus, I'm a loner, kind of. 'Cause I'm separated from all my friends. There's definitely plenty of people I talk to, regardless. Hey, Dorko! It's like a month old now, LZM. It's one of the newer things in the run, relatively, because there hasn't been much in the last month, but it's like a month old now. Yeah, this is still glitchless, LZM. I'm going to be going back to any percent, right after I get my goal in glitchless, but I have not got it yet. I want to get a 125 in any percent after I get my goal in glitchless. Also, how are you, Alex? How were your runs today? I know you did some earlier. I am saving time, by the way. Quite a bit. Considering I got second try bombs. Obviously, I could have saved a lot more if I got first try bombs, but... considering second try bombs, this is still solid time save. Nice, Owl. Yeah, what are you gonna be doing? Well, a cool thing you can do, Velociraptor, not everybody knows this. I think this is somewhat known by casual players of this game, but not everyone knows this, is that all insects in this game are like the smaller insects. So like I don't think it doesn't work the same for these dragonflies, but for like the smaller insects in the game, the moths and the little, I don't know what to call them, the other bugs that Adalwa summons, the ones that just run on the ground, all those insects are attracted to bombs, and if you throw a bomb, they will run straight at them and kill themselves. Which is why there are bombs in the around the Adalwa arena. There are bomb flowers, just for that purpose. My roommate has a very similar sleep schedule to me. Actually, we both have terrible sleep schedules. That is correct, Dead Cat. They will all run at the bomb, leave you alone, and die. Alright, one more scrub. Don't give me nuts. Just one more time today. Nice. Alright, Bunny, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, Poke, have a good night. You too as well. Yeah, it's pretty late. I don't normally stream this late, so like most of the people who normally watch me are like usually... I would assume they are asleep by this point. You have to be as insane as me to be up right now. What is it, Poke? What did I do? Yep, it's 3 AM for me, essentially. 2:47. If this run finishes, it will be past 5. I'm in it for the long haul, man. What was that? Oh my god, go back, go back. Okay, unfortunately that room was very slow. Never Megadurst, because I'm never gonna get owned by them ever again. It's not necessary. We will have the 3 highlights dedicated to the moths, and that is all. They get nothing else, because the reign of terror has ended. Dude, I always say the hardest part of speedrunning Timper is not being dumb. It's really hard to not be dumb for a 3-hour span. You would be surprised. how hard it is to not be an idiot for that long. Because there are so many mistakes I make that are just, like, simply, like really common sense things that really, they shouldn't happen, but because I'm not thinking at the time or not paying attention or something, they happen. Good shot, nice. I get one more like that, just one more. The third cycle is different. Nice, good shots, dude. I'm happy about that. Alright, that was a really good segment. I'm saving some time here. Which is very good. This run is on good pace so far. So now it's just gonna come down to how well can I execute Snowhead. Because last time I was on this kind of pace, I did mess up Snowhead. Quite a bit, actually. But, as you'll see, I'm 10 seconds ahead. With 11 to save here, and then 20 to save in Snowhead. So if I get this 10 plus the 20 in Snowhead, I could be 40 seconds ahead at Goat's Remains. And that would be the 101, of course, but, like, imagine that. I really want to do that. You have no idea how much I want that. Just one of these runs. Even if it doesn't even end up PBing or going all the way, I want to do it because I know I can. This should be on the right side of the tree. Good. Perfect. Really good movement through that section. That's actually my best movement through that section all day. It got steadily better. Because my first run, my movement through that section was awful. And then my second one, it was a little bit better, but still not perfect. And that time it was very good. And to do the movement through that section is actually kind of tricky. It's some of the harder movement in this segment. I'm unsure about this backwalk angle. Do I have to I have to cancel it. I was gonna backwalk off, I think. I may not have. It was very close, but it wasn't worth risking it. I think it may not have, but there's no reason to take that chance. Does anybody do segmented runs anymore, Alex? I don't think anybody does segmented runs really anymore. Like, why would I do a segmented run? Like, when I practice, I do segments, but it's not like a segmented speedrun or anything. It's just me practicing doing segments of the run. Really? Nice, and bombs too that I will not be getting. Segmented speedruns are like kind of an older concept because nobody does them anymore, but in the past people used to do speedruns in segments and then put them all together. That's, nobody really does that anymore, but it was a thing at one point. No, when I practice, I usually do not use a timer. Almost ever. I only pull out the timer if I'm timing something. Because in practice, I know if I did something well. I know if it was, like, if that's something I'd want to do in a run, or if it's something I want to improve. Segmented runs are legal splicing as long as you label them a segmented run. If you try to call a segmented run a single segment, that is splicing. That is exactly what splicing is. But yeah. Segmented runs were legal and actually done quite often back in the day. You attempting to imply something, M-Nace. Or M-Mace. They weren't segmented runs, they were just practice, Alex. He was timing his practice, but it wasn't a segmented run. I mean, I guess you can call it a segmented run, except he never did first cycle. And his intent was never to put them all together to get a time. Like, the intent of a segmented speedrun is to put them all together at the end and combine their times to get a final time for your segmented speedrun. But that was never the intent. So I don't think you can call what Phil was doing a segmented speedrun. He was just practicing so that to prepare himself for full runs. I do not think Goron Guy is a splicer because he never spliced anything. That's not what he did. He did not splice. He did cheat, but he did not splice. And that was very far in the past. I believe he was suitably punished for it, so I don't really think much of it now. And I wasn't even in the community back then, so it's not really something that I've ever really concerned myself with. I know Goron Guy as he is now. I believe he was punished for what he did, and I kind of just leave it at that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Goron Guy thing. If you really want to know, you can probably Google it. That's not something I really want to talk about. Splicing is not doing the run in one go. It's like, it's more than that. It's like you record segments of a run and you do the run in smaller segments so that you can get them all better. Because obviously if I were to do this run in 10-minute segments and just keep grinding that 10-minute segment until it was perfect, and recording it, and then I put all the perfect 10-minute segments together to get like a perfect run. That is splicing. You're taking video clips that aren't from the same run, and you're putting them together to fake a better time. That's what splicing is. So, like, if you were splicing, like, the way people try to pass off a run as, like, a single segment run that has, in fact, been spliced, is they'll, like, at load zones where the screen goes black, that's where they'll connect different segments. They'll use load zones to try and hide it, right? Unfortunately for this game, well, fortunately for this game, I should not say unfortunately. Please don't read into that. That was a mistake. But, fortunately for this game, it is very difficult to splice because of the in-game clock. It can be done, but it's just harder to splice this game because of the in-game clock, because you have to sync it perfectly. The in-game clock makes it harder. Not undoable, just harder. People have to, if you want to splice in this game, it would take more effort than a lot of games. There are people who splice, not many. You really don't run into it that often. Like, since I started running, I've only actually run into one instance of somebody splicing, and it wasn't for this game. It was somebody outside Majora's Mask. It was for a different game that I just happened to know people from, and they told me about it. Good morning, Abstract. Yeah, I spliced in that right there. Master splicer. Yeah, splicing can be very difficult due to like music, and then you have to make sure, like, your rupee count's always the same, no inconsistencies there. Like, so the game where somebody got caught splicing was Luigi's Mansion. I'm not gonna call out who it was, but the reason he got caught was because there is obviously the money counter in that game. Like, you're collecting money throughout that entire run, and it takes form in, like, coins, bills, pearls, and the spliced video's pearl count wasn't consistent. He actually lost pearls from one segment to the next, and it's impossible to lose pearls in that game, so that's how they caught it. You can obviously always gain more pearls as long as there are more ghosts that drop them, but there is no way to lose pearls once you have them. I need that magic. How did I miss it? Yeah, I don't need to splice my run deaths. I'm pretty good at killing my own runs, let me tell you. So true. No, this one's gotta be the one, man. There's no way I can go this entire week without PBing after being so close twice. No, man. If I end the week without PBing, I'm gonna be so sad all weekend. Grab the bombs. So I only have 8. No, Butter. Well, can you stream tomorrow, Butter? Because if you can stream tomorrow, then technically you still have one more day before the week ends, I guess. Since it starts on Sunday, technically. I know, ZT! The stakes are too high for me to not PB. If I don't PB, then I miss out on good pizza. Because I will do more runs tomorrow instead of eating the pizza. You realize how high the stakes are. The stakes have never been higher for me to PB. No, Butter, don't think like that. It's that kind of thinking that, well, it definitely does not help. It probably hurts. Climb. That was kind of slow. It's not just any pizza either, it's my dad's homemade pizza. And trust me, you all want some of that. It's really good. It's not your Domino's pizza, that's for sure. They aren't even comparable. Okay, small time loss. He does not deliver, unfortunately. It is takeout only. Oh my god. Pepperoni is so bad. Velociraptor, thank you very much for the host. Oh my god. That was a little bit too close to the edge. For comfort. I never said they were intended though, Phoenix. This is absolutely not the intended way to beat this temple. However, it is glitchless. Or at least glitchless as defined by the community. And I think it's a fairly good glitchless definition as well. Oh my god, you're one of those people who adds pineapple to perfectly good pizza. I can't decide if pepperoni or pineapple is worse. How dare you? Nice, easy. I'm actually just memeing. I've never had pineapple at all. I have no idea what it tastes like. But there's been like this huge thing on Twitter like the past week where everyone was hating on everyone who has pineapple on pizza. I am 100% memeing. I am in no place to criticize you for putting pineapple on pizza. I've never had pineapple at all, no. I don't think my family, like, neither of my parents like it, so they never bought it, so I never tried it as a kid. And I still have not tried it. To this day. Did you get World Record Dragon? Because I'm certainly not going to. This has to be 3 cycle. It's too slow. Okay, good. That was so close. I killed him early enough that he's still gonna die at the corner next to me. But if he walks too far down the corner, he dies at the next corner. So, that was close. Almost a Trev goat, but not a Trev goat. Dang, the 102.05 goat! That is my best goat time ever. But not quite the 101, but it's close. If this had been first try bombs, it would have been a 101. I lost about 7-8 seconds to second try bombs. So if I'd gotten first try bombs, this would have been the 101 goat. Rip. There's also other things I could have done execution-wise to make it 101, but I think the RNG would have been the easiest way to do it. So I am only 23 seconds behind my summa best an hour in. That is what I really, really want. This run is good. This is my best run ever up to this point. And so it will die to Goron Race. We should have 2 Franker Face Z emotes that we can spam whenever I do the goat fight. We have Trev Goat in all caps, meaning the abbreviation for greatest of all time. That's when I don't suck at goat. And then we have Trev Goat, which is the picture Seedborn made with the googly eyes on goat for when I suck at goat. It's purely luck-based Velociraptor. The 2 side hops, trigger the lightning so that he will not start running at you, and then side hopping back guarantees it will never hit you. This run's really good. Thanks, Homely. The path it takes Velociraptor is RNG, but the general location that it's fired at is dependent upon where Link is standing when he fires it, and it can only vary so much. Like there's a limited distance from like its center point that the lightning can vary in the path it travels, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but essentially the path it takes is random, but it can only operate within a certain field around where he fired it. And the distance of 2 side hops is too far away from the spot he fired it for it to like hit you randomly. As long as you time your side hops correctly. That's why it isn't just side hop there, side hop back. It's side hop 2 times there, wait a second, then side hop back. Because if you side hop back too soon, the lightning can hit you because it gets fired closer to you because you move too soon. But as long as you delay your side hop a second, the lightning will get fired at where you're standing before you side hop back, and then that's too far away for it to in any way hit you. Yeah, the lightning isn't accurate. It does not hit the same place every time. You can actually stand in place and it will miss you like indefinitely. That has happened before. Like, you can just sit there and fire arrows at him while he's firing, like, 20 lightning bolts at you, and they can all miss. But that's completely random. It's more likely, I think, that he hits you. And either way, actually doing a YOLO strat where you're just sitting there firing arrows while he fires lightning at you is actually slower. Because if you kill him in the position that he's firing lightning from, when he dies, instead of running at you, and so the blue warp spawns next to you, he runs the opposite direction. And so the blue warp spawns physically as far away from you as it possibly could, on the exact opposite side of the room. So you actually want him... The strat we do is completely optimal. Like, a YOLO strat, where you're firing at him while he's firing lightning at you, would actually be slower. Just because he would die so far away from you, and the blue warp would be so far away from you. What is this angle? Go away? What? He's never followed me that far out onto the bridge. What the heck? I'm pretty sure he was never gonna hit me, but it still made me worry a little bit. I think that is a natural reaction to him following me that far. Why did I pause? I don't need anything. What am I doing? I need to pause after I break the other keg. I'm dumb. I do not believe any of the Zelda games were made with speedrunning in mind at all. No? I don't think it's ever died to me throwing it in the water, ZT. There have definitely been some runs that have died to some keg shenanigans, but not to throwing it in the water. I really didn't want to hit him there, because it's very common that if you hit him while you're going up that slope, you lose spikes. For some reason. If no Goron challenges me here, then this is going to be a very easy race, but I can't assume that. They sound really far behind me. Dang, that was a really good race. They were really far behind me. Dang, it took them so long. Nice. Easy race. We're just coasting, man. Too easy. It's such a good emote. I still say the text should be green, though. I'm gonna rip off that emote and just make the text green. I don't think... It doesn't make much business sense for Nintendo to support speedrunning in any way, because it kind of encourages the playing and buying of their old games when their goal is to obviously sell all their new games. Now, obviously new games can end up being good speedruns, but a lot of the more popular speedruns at the moment are like older games. So it'd be really weird if Nintendo ever really supported speedrunning in any way. Or, like, imagine if they did and then they tried to monetize it some way. I don't even know, man. Not on board either way. Alright, it is 5 right now. I'm going to uninvert soon. I'm gonna uninvert after opponent archery. Oh my god, see, imagine they, like, re-release the game, but they intentionally add an extra glitch in it that makes it faster for a speedrun, and they just force everyone to buy it. They force everyone to buy their new console so they can get the new VC version of the game. Imagine that for a second. Like, that is a little bit far-fetched for them to intentionally add a new glitch, but, like, just to, in some way, intentionally make a new version of the game faster to encourage buying of newer consoles. That would be, something else. The adding of a new glitch is a very far-fetched idea, but it's still funny to think about. Oh my god, the last balloon memed me. That was on pace for like 21, 22, and it ended up being a 24. Grr. Grr. I mean, technically GIM works, in quotations, in older versions. It just crashes due to the capabilities of the console. It's not like it's a completely new glitch, it's just one that would normally crash and not function due to something about the N64's limitations as a console. I don't know where she is. I didn't want to talk to Romani again by mistake. I actually did not consider that she would keep running around while I was playing the ocarina. I thought she would freeze. She did not. There is no console where I would ever consider speedrunning OOT. Unless you could wrong warp to MM. If there was a console that made it so you could wrong warp to MM from OOT, that would be perfect. That would be the perfect version of OOT right there. Alright, if I played really well, then the Gorman guy will not appear on the left side of the screen. Nope, he did, very briefly. So that means I lost a little bit. Somewhere. You know the race is really good when you jump over that first fence and the Gorman guy does not appear there at all. It means you're a little bit farther ahead than you normally are. Still got a 46 though. Still a very high 46. Thanks, Encandudo. I don't even think I pronounced that right, but thank you very much. Oh, okay. I thought for a second I actually lost that much time. No, that's not real. Again, I inverted during that segment, and normally I do not. Or I uninverted during that segment, and normally I do not. So, that time loss is not real. Or not all of it is. I think I actually did lose a couple seconds there, but I certainly didn't lose 15. Thanks, Ninja! A friend of mine actually is learning Super Metroid, and like, she's someone who I never thought would even be into Metroid, but she played Super Metroid for the first time, like just a few months ago or something, and she got like really into it. She's like, I never in a million years would have guessed her to be someone who would like really be into Metroid, but she's like been playing all the Metroid games recently, and she learned a route for Super Metroid 100%. It's actually insane to think about. It looks like it's a pretty cool run, too. Speedrunning is one word. How dare you? Right, it is two. I await that day, Butter. Speedrunning is one word, or two words, is like such a dumb meme, but it's really funny at the same time. Like, if you're serious about it, it's pretty dumb, but it's actually really funny. There is a community on Twitch, because there's the new community feature, right? There is a community that's speedrunning as two words, and the rules are just speedrunning is two words, or speedrun is two words. Having multiple speedrun communities in the first place is pretty silly, since like the point is to like unite everyone kind of in all the different games they play under one. But it still made me chuckle, I'm not gonna lie, that someone went and made that. My GameCube controller, it's white. The white ones were, I believe, released in 2012 in Japan only. It was another wave of GameCube controllers after the GameCube had already obviously been discontinued by 2012, but... I comb my hair like this, but I don't actually need any product. I just comb it up and it stays like this. What's the latest you can kill the Knuckle? To be safe, I normally look to kill him by about 2. You can be fine if it's slightly after 2, but if it's too much after 2, you're gonna have an issue. And even if it's after 2, it's like you need to be really fast. But if it's like exactly 2, you're fine for like Cave Soar, I think. As long as you don't make too many mistakes. This run is actually good, Scathy, so far. This is one of the rare moments where you will hear me say that, but I think this run is good so far. We are halfway into the run and it's still good. It's a miracle. Make this a national holiday. That's rough, Ragan, unless you're really fast. I'm not even sure if... That's iffy. That's very iffy, Ragan. You might have the closest aliens you've ever had to deal with, or it might be impossible. I think it's doable. I actually think 210 is doable. It's just going to be very hard. Unless you're like your early Akana is really fast. You get the hook shot like immediately. I think it's doable though. I'm almost certain it's doable. Alright, this will be the first run today where I don't, like, butcher Pirate's Fortress. I've actually had terrible Pirate's Fortresses in both my runs that got here today before this one. This one is gonna be good. It's gotta be. There's no way I can mess it up 3 times in a row, right? It's not how statistics work, it's not how probability works, but no way. I guess probability isn't technically an accurate thing to really even look at, because this is all skill. It's not chance. And I very consistently suck. My favorite type of pizza? I don't know, I like a lot of pizza, and I don't know if I'd call anything like my favorite. I really like ground beef on pizza. I really like mushrooms. Mushrooms are really good. I'm trying to think like what else I really like on pizza. Mushrooms, ground beef, I guess steak as well. I've had steak pizza before. I really actually like feta cheese on pizza, which is like a weird thing, I guess. It's not like a weird thing that I guess a lot of people would think is bad, it's just like a weird thing that I guess a lot of people don't think to put on pizza. But feta cheese, I really like. Oh, the ladder's too far away. ZT. The ladder's too far away to grab. I'm gonna be soaring out of here around 11:10. I think that's fine. Ideally, I'd soar out of here by like 11 or 11:05, but I think 11:10 is fine as well. It's just closer. It's gonna require more work to make it. Alright, PP, have a good night. I know, Speedrun, it's so good. I really, really like feta on pizza. And like a small amount of peppers I think is very good too. I do not like peppers normally, but if you have a small amount of them on pizza, I really like that. Not too many though. Once there's too many, I kind of stop liking it, but like if you have a few, I think that adds a lot to a pizza. But that's just personal preference. he does mix it up from time to time. It tends to be a lot of the same thing sometimes. Once in a while he will mix it up. It's just whatever we have. I usually do get ground beef and mushrooms on my pizza that he makes. But he's done steak pizza. He's done, what was it he did? He did like he tried out a pizza with like a lot of different cheeses on it. I can't even tell you. It was like just a cheese pizza, but it had like a whole bunch of different cheeses on it. He just like tried to, it had like, I think it had like ricotta and feta on it and stuff. It was a really weird pizza, but it was really good. My dad likes to experiment sometimes. He doesn't do it all the time. He's not like crazy about it. He doesn't always experiment, but he definitely tries it once in a while. I think he experiments a lot with the crust, to be honest. Like, he's always focused on the crust with his pizzas. He wants to get, like, a really good crust. Does he get off on the right still? He has been perfecting the crust for years. He started making pizza for me and my brother back when we were both in middle school or something. And he's still doing it to this day. And to this day, he's still making changes to the crust, trying to refine it. I think more than anything, that's what he experiments with. Dude, pizza's good, dude. I'm glad I made everyone hungry at 4 in the morning, or whatever time it is. If I finish this fight around 1, that's good. It is exactly 1. Sorry, whoever I made hungry. I'm actually hungry talking about this, and it is 4 in the morning. And there is nothing on campus I can get until 7. 7 is when they start opening up for the weekend. No, Phoenix, because they might pick pepperoni. Pepperoni's awful, dude. I really dislike pepperoni. It doesn't taste good. Okay. Getting this at 1 is fine. I just need to be fast-ish. But this is fine. I need to go. So, as long as I kill this Iron Knuckle by round 2, it's 1 now. I have like 1 in-game hour, a little bit less than to kill him, but it doesn't actually take that long. Oh my god. I nearly died. That second punch was almost too early. And if I miss there, he kills me in 1 shot. That was almost really bad. That was stupid. If I died there, I would have been so mad. I have not died to that guy in a long, long time, because I practiced that fight for a very long time so that I never mistimed the punches. Dear Lord. You're so supportive, Ragan. Alright, so after this cutscene, I think it's, I didn't even check the time. I really should have checked the in-game time, but as long as it's 2 or earlier, I'm fine to, I think, even make, maybe, I mean, I'll make at least Gibdos, or Cave Sword no matter what, but I think I can make Gibdosaur, especially if it's slightly before 2. Let me check what time it is right after. It is 1:50. Alright, I think I can make Gibdosaur, as long as I go fast. Like, all my aiming needs to be on point, though. Or, maybe I can make it. Gotta try, gotta try. Cave Soar is generally slightly faster if you manage your in-game time for it, because there is less movement and one less loading zone. But either way, one is just further than the other. Gibdo, you technically have more stuff done, and if you can get Gibdo done, you should, because if you don't get it done when you could have, you're just wasting in-game time that you really should have been using for something else. If that makes sense. Like, I've been saying if that makes sense a lot, because I'm, like, doubting my explanations of things today for some reason. Alright, this is good. Just get the shot. No! Oh my god, I do not think this will make Gibdosaur. No, this is gonna miss Gibdosaur. Just barely. I do not have enough time for Gibdosaur. Really bad in-game time management. I need like 5 more minutes for Gibdosaur. I need 5 more minutes and I don't have it. 5 more in-game minutes, so that's more like 3 or 4 seconds, but it matters that little. Like I need like 4 more seconds than I do to go to Gibdo, so I have to go to Aliens after this. I can't make it. No, there's no way I'm going for Gibdo. The run will die immediately if I do that. I cannot make it. I know I can't make it. I've tried it before. So. That sucks. If I'd been, I think I made like 1 or 2 mistakes in the segment too, and if I hadn't made those, I would have made it just barely. You just want the run to die. You're essentially asking for the run to die if you want me to do that. But I'm going to lose time regardless, since poor in-game time management. I mean, the in-game time management would have been perfect if I had been slightly faster. So, technically the in-game time management was good. I just did not play well enough to make it good, and so it ended up being bad. Gibdo Warp technically loses time. It would only save time in this situation because I have a whole bunch of in-game time before I need to be at the ranch. So, soaring from the cave I'm in now would be the fastest scenario because it would cut out on a load zone and a lot of movement. However, because I have so much in-game time before Aliens, due to the way I managed in-game time, if I can get to Gibdo, I should. but I can't. I barely do not have enough time, so I'm left with this awkward situation where I do not have enough time to go get Gibdo, because then I'll lose the run to Aliens. But if I go to Aliens right now, I'm going to end up waiting because I have too much time before Aliens. So I'm in like a bizarre situation where I have too much time but not enough, and so I just end up losing that time. Because I'm going to Aliens now. And I'm going to enter there like 15 in-game minutes before I need to. Which means for that 15 in-game minutes, I could have been accomplishing something else, but that 15 in-game minutes is not enough to actually accomplish anything. I need more to get Gibdo. I need like 20, 25. I also need that magic. I might as well get that magic. Getting that magic doesn't lose me any time since freaking Aliens. I need to wait for them anyway. So like it's 3:10 right now for me entering the ranch here. You want it to be about 3:25 when you enter here. So if you can do things to get to 3:25 before you come here, you want to. But I didn't have enough time to do anything. 15 minutes wasn't enough, because that's only like a little bit more than 10 seconds. I got them though, right? Yeah, I did. So now just give me magic. Thank you. Did you make Aliens, Dragon? I never got to ask. 2:10, you should have been able to make it still with potentially Cave Soar. Because I missed it by about the amount of time I was ahead of you. Like, the difference between our two runs in terms of in-game time was about the amount of extra time I had. All aliens will actually, in the first wave, all aliens will reach the barn at the same time, and they will get you at 3:49. So you need to have shot and killed all the aliens by 3:49. Or else you lose. So, ideally, to actually make that, you need to enter the ranch beforehand. You need to enter the ranch by around... I think the latest it can be done is 3:32 or 3:33, but that's way too risky for a run. 3:32 or 3:33, entering the ranch, gives you 16 or 17 minutes to kill all the aliens. That's almost no time. So I try to enter the ranch no later than 3:25 to 3:27 is what I consider safe, and I've done it before in a run with like 3:30, but that's not safe at all. And then anything more is just getting riskier and riskier. Aw, dang, Dragon. Because you gotta remember, you want to enter the ranch with plenty of time to get all the aliens, because you need to actually do all the movement up to the barn, since they're all going to be by the barn by the time you get there, and then you need to shoot all of them. And realistically, I want about 20 in-game minutes for that. I can do it pretty consistently as long as I have 20 in-game minutes to do it, or slightly more. Definitely, you do not want to do it with less than 20 in-game minutes. That gets really scary. Oh man, Dragon. Was it scary? I'd imagine that would be pretty scary. But I assume you got it? Hopefully? Pause. No, take off Goron, then pause. Okay, that doesn't actually... I saw the day transition coming up and I tried to stop it and get the pause out, but like, in my haste to get the pause, I hadn't even taken off Goron yet, and I was worried about the wrong things. Or I was worried about the right things, but not in the right order. Like I said, the latest I've ever done it in a run is 3:30 or 3:31. I don't know which one it was. It was one of the two. I couldn't quite tell exactly what the in-game time was, but that's the latest I think I've ever done it in a run, is 3:30 or 3:31. Sample has tested it and confirmed that you can do it 3:32, 3:33, but that's suicide in a run. That may have been a late bomb pull. Okay, that messed up my equips a little bit, but now we're back on. I've never missed that chew. It is very easy to hit that chew because you have many frames to drop it. That'll work. There's a very large window for you to hit that chew because bomb explosions are so big, and the timing window for throwing that chew is more than a few frames since explosions last a few frames in this. Also, there's a very solid visual cue for when you need to throw that chew. Nice. Roll against the door. Alright, so give him milk. I'm gonna need Stick and Ocarina in this next room. After taking off Gibdo. Alright, how much time am I losing here? Hopefully not too much. I'm not losing that much, really. Hey, Kate! Oh man, Kate, we were just talking about what I would and would not like on pizza. Let's add broccoli to the list of things never to put on pizza. That's a good way to ruin perfectly good pizza. While Kate's here. I've made my entire chat hungry. It's awful. I'm a terrible person. But how are you, Kate? Nice. I thought my angle was good, that I could roll there. How dare you guys suggest that broccoli is okay on pizza? I'm honestly offended. You did it again. I mean, I like vegetables, just not broccoli. Broccoli is a bad vegetable. Yeah, Sai, I'm going at it. I have a very good run. This run is pretty good. I've actually never tried anchovies. I did not Scathy. I got cave sore and a bad cave sore. Cave sore would be a good thing if my in-game time was managed optimally, but it was not. So cave sore in this instance was a bad thing. Okay. Basically tied my gold. Thanks, VPP. We're talking about the things to not put on pizza, Jesse. And that is one of them. Blue Hits, thank you so much for the host, man. Were you doing runs? You were. How did your runs go? I mean, this run can easily 246. Look at my best possible time. It's 246 flat, with an hour left into the run. So I, on average, when I'm playing well, lose 1 second to my sum of best every 2 minutes. Which would mean that if I maintained that pattern for the rest of the run, I would get a 246.30. However, the remainder of the run is the harder part of the run, so I might lose a little bit more, but that still leaves some room for error as long as I can not suck. This run is very much 246 pace. I will delete that picture, Kate. Don't send it. I don't want it. Sorry, Blue Hits. Derusting is rough, I know. Tomatoes are actually another thing I really don't like. I really like the flavor of tomatoes, which is why I like marinara sauce, I like ketchup, I like anything you make out of tomatoes, but an actual tomato, I really hate the texture. So when you remove the texture, I think tomatoes are really, really good. But I hate the texture of tomatoes. That's too far. Oh, that should hit. Nice. Hey Ace, thanks for the good luck. And for the host. What am I doing? What was that equip? What am I smoking? That equip I did made absolutely no sense. But I did it anyway, and I did it without thinking. So, like, that equip comes from somewhere, because there's no way I would do an equip like that without it just being in muscle memory or something. I don't even know, man. Alright. My last run got a really, really good pirate fight here. If I can get the same, that would be really nice. So, perfect pirate fight ends in 2 seconds. If the fight does not end in 2 seconds after it starts, I did something wrong. I'd like to go to SGDQ. I don't know yet. I still... What? I didn't deserve that. How did that end up working? I'm actually really shocked. The pirate has 8 health, and so what I did was I stored a Deku Stick Jump Slash and was using PCS, Power Crouch Stab, to hit her with the Deku Stick Jump Slash damage. Deku Stick Jump Slash damage is 4 damage, so technically 2 Deku Stick Jump Slashes on her should kill her, but because of the way she works, you can actually double hit her with 1 Crouch Stab, so that's what happened there. And that's what I was originally trying to do. I was going to stun her with the Deku Nut, and then get a double hit on her and kill her instantly. But when the Deku Nut didn't hit her, normally it doesn't end up working out. But for some reason it did there. I still managed to get a double hit. Somehow. By some miracle. I'm going to end up submitting a run though, Kate, to SGDQ. And if it gets in, I'm definitely going. If it doesn't get in, I might still be going. Money is tight right now. Because of university. The timing for that Deku Nut is very tricky. You need to throw it almost at the beginning of the fight, but not right at the beginning. If you throw it immediately, that's too early. But it's also a very small window to throw that Deku Nut and have it stun her. I'm so shocked that that pirate fight worked out as well as it did after I missed the Deku Nut. I'm really lucky, not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna skip that magic drop. I have enough magic to kill all the eels. It's faster to skip it if I can. Because otherwise I can get the faster magic refill before Great Bay Temple. This run has not had perfect RNG. This run actually got second try bombs. Just enough magic. Hey, Rahalo! Dude, how are you? Audio and facecam shouldn't be desynced. Well, if you're talking about the game audio and facecam, so like I'm reacting to stuff slightly before it happens in the game, that is a thing. There is about half a second of delay before what I'm playing happens on the stream, essentially. So you might see me react to something very slightly early. It's very small. It's about a half second. And there's not much I can do about it. I have not ever found a solution. voice being faster than my face. I never heard that one. I mean, it's kind of hard to intentionally delay my reactions, Militia. I don't think that's really a thing I can realistically do. I could ace, but like, I don't know. I'd have to set a delay on. Well, actually, no. I don't, wait a minute, I forget if, I remember I was able to submit or get a delay on the audio of the cam. I wasn't sure if I could get a delay on the video. That was the only problem. I wasn't sure if I could intentionally delay the video from the face cam. The audio I know I can do. It does have a video delay feature, okay. I'll have to look again. I didn't see it. Also, I'm saving a lot of time here. So this is gonna be a good pace run, I guess. I golden by 4 seconds. I might have to look into that and decide if I want to do it, Ace, because I'm not quite sure if I want to do it, but I might. I have one little unit of magic here, and I actually want to hold on to it to break the pots. Or is that one unit? I think that's... I forget. I think that's one. I should... Yeah, that was one. Alright, the hardest part of the run coming up. On the best paced run I've ever done. There was desync. I could not get the TCS pause. But, yeah, this is the best pace run I've ever had, and the hardest part of the run is coming up, so I really hope I can maintain the pace. Yesterday I had a run that was 30 seconds ahead here, and that was the best pace run I ever had. This one is 13 seconds better than that one. Oh, man. Thanks, Toaster. So as you can see, by the best possible time, 2:45 is there. Honestly, 2:45 is not realistic, because there's no way I'm going to play within 3 seconds of my sum of best for the rest of the run. However, I can still get a very easy 2:46, because I have a minute to lose before it's not possible anymore. So please, just give it to me, man. Let me play well. Don't give it to me. Let me play well. The game doesn't give it to me. I earn it. I play well. I must play well. How your standards they're too high. I can't do it. You're being unfair. I don't appreciate it. But just for you, I'll try. Alright. The very first trick in this temple is the hardest one, and it's the one I have the highest chance of failing. And if I fail it, I lose 20 seconds. A little bit more, actually. A little bit more than 20, not quite 30. Somewhere in between. I think it's about 25 if you fail it. Oh man, you're actually doing it, Foxy? That is awesome, actually. I assume you're running with the Tingle Tuner? Then? Because you need... Thanks, CGF. That is the plan, Ace, but this trick is very hard. All right, one sec. I'm gonna get this trick. I gotta do it. This is the most likely to fail trick in the entire run. It's the one I really don't want to right now. That should work. Yes! Okay! Okay, that was the scariest trick in the entire run. I'm so glad I got it. First try. Okay. Now there's a bunch of other stuff that I can fail in this temple, but it's just not quite as hard as that trick. That trick is definitely harder than anything else in this temple. But that doesn't mean I can start slacking. I might bonk. Ooh, I just barely snuck in there. My jump angle was bad. Crussa, 20 seconds is a lot to lose at my level. I really do not want to be losing 20 seconds willy-nilly. Especially since you could theoretically fail that trick multiple times. Because, here's the thing. The fastest thing to do if you fail that trick is to attempt it again. It's not like you should just do something else and you're guaranteed. Like, there are some tricks, like, if you fail them, okay, go do something else and it's guaranteed and you take the time loss. The fastest thing to do if you fail that trick in the second room is do it again. And just keep doing it until you get it. You technically could do the casual strat, but the fastest option is always to be to keep attempting that trick. And that's what I'm always going to do since I want to be fast. 20 bombs, that's really nice. I can just start spamming. That's the DF bonk VPP. That's his strat, but it's really neat. It's really good for getting onto that red pipe. Getting onto that red pipe is like really slow otherwise. So you can thank DF for that one. My last run died, because I died to this boss, so... Just played a little bit safer, played a little bit better, because you shouldn't die. Oh, I was trying to chain the bomb explosions to save it. But I was too far from my initial bomb. That's fine. I missed a cycle, just get a better, like, do the rest fine, and that won't be a huge deal. I really shouldn't miss that cycle. Please keep your eye open. He closed it! Why can't I shoot? Keep it open. Oh my god, this is such a bad warp fight. I'm gonna lose time. That was a very bad warp fight. That's fine, but that was bad. The nuts pop bubbles, that's why I'm using them. I'm gonna lose about 10 seconds here. It could honestly be much, much worse, but yeah, that was a really bad warp fight. Unfortunately. refill my health. I have 7 arrows. Why do I only have 7 arrows? Because I wasted so many on the wart fight, that's why. I do not think that matters. I'm pretty sure that is enough to finish the temple. How many do I need? I'm like figuring this out now. The amount of arrows I've had has never been an issue before. I need 1, 2... I only need like 3 or 4 more. I'm fine. I don't even think I need that many. I'm fine. Alright, 20 seconds lost is fine. I had 10 seconds to save on that last split, and I lost 10, so overall 20 lost, but if I make no other mistakes in this temple, I honestly have no complaints. This temple is the hardest thing in this entire run. It has killed dozens of runs that have gotten to this point, so if I can take just minimal time loss and get out, that's all I want right now. I'd like to lose no more. The hard part of the run is the ice, or the hard part of the temple is the ice arrow segment. The rest isn't nearly as hard as the ice arrow segment. The second half is easier. Not by much, but it's easier. Thanks, Adi. Good shot, I'll make the cycle. Great Bay is only really this tough, though, in Glitchless, Foxy. There is actually no other category where Great Bay is this difficult. It's actually easier in every glitched category that I've run. All Masks has the same Great Bay Temple as any percent. Great Bay Temple is somewhat difficult in 100%, but not nearly this tricky. And all Fairy Rewards is more the same deal. Well, actually, all Fairy Rewards might be the only one that compares in terms of difficulty. All Fairy Rewards is a very difficult Great Bay Temple as well, just because of that one trick, Super Swim Turnkey Skip. I bombed, okay. Whatever. Whatever. Just go. I used to think this trick was the hardest trick in the temple, but now I actually think it's pretty easy. Although it still looks cool. That's still a very cool trick, it's just, I'm actually really good at it now, and I almost never fail it. I have run AFR, I used to have record. Sample bopped me earlier, last year. How was it a glitch? Do explain. If anything I did was a glitch, you may certainly try to defend that point, but I can assure you nothing I did was a glitch. Just because I did a room in a fast, unintended way does not mean I did a glitch. It just means that it was never foreseen that you could have potentially solved that room that way. And, like, that is a legitimate solution to that room. Like, I don't think there was anything questionable in that room that I did. You're calling Twitter police. Oh man, dude. I'm going to get owned. What will I do? I didn't get it. Alright. So I need arrows for this fight, but there are arrows in this fight, and I'm definitely going to refill so I have enough for the rest of the run. All 4 pots in this room have an arrow drop. Dang it! I'm gonna get banned by Nintendo. Except I've already gotten disowned because my dad works at Nintendo. When he saw what I was doing, he disowned me. So you have been beat. It's too late. Alright, perfect first cycle. That's the hard part. Well, hard in quotation marks. It's the harder part. Alright. I think I should lose time here, maybe. Probably, because I messed up that one room. When I was in the main room, I bonked and had to go around again. But either way, I'll be fairly similar. Yeah, like a second or 2. Or 3. Still 30 seconds ahead. 2:46.20. Very much 2:46 pace. Alright, alright. Keep it up. So, I'm 30 seconds ahead, so you might be wondering, how is this 2:46 pace? Because if I maintain this, this is like a mid 2:47. But if we go ahead in the splits, we can see on the next one I have 20 seconds to save. This one I have 6. This one I have 42 and a half. Because I suck. And then no more for the rest of the run. So the big important split in this run is enter Twin Mold, where I have the 42 and a half. I need to get that if I want the 46. I actually am going to be doing faster early Igor butter. I did practice it. I was mentioning it earlier, Sample. I practiced it and I'm doing it in runs today. I'm doing it. Yes, preferably I also save 18 seconds on this segment. That would be very preferable. I have 12 arrows. I'm just gonna refill. Because I'm gonna need more for Majora anyway, so I might as well get them somewhere. In advance. The fastest one. No reload of the room sample. I was actually worse at the baby one. I could not do the baby one. I mean, I got the baby one like once or twice, but I like missed so many shots. Like I missed a ton of shots trying to do that one. Okay, my health is really nice. 2.5. Having any interval of halves is actually really nice. Because it means I have to damage myself with 1 less bomb chew when I go to the do the death warp. But at the same time, despite it taking 1 less bomb chew to death warp, I am not any closer to dying to Egos than I would be if I had 3 hearts. It would take the same number of hits for him to kill me regardless. So it's a really nice health amount in that regard. Since he does 1 heart per hit, if I have 2.5 or 3 hearts, it's still going to take him 3 hits to kill me. But 2.5 is closer to a death warp, basically. I really don't want to play this fight risky. If he hits me, he can only hit me once. And I want him to hit me once, but I really don't want him to hit me more than that. Okay, he hit me once. Ideal. Good. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. The 2 soldiers, yeah, Egos' soldiers do half a heart. Egos himself does 1 heart. So if I had 3 hearts, ideally I would want one of the soldiers to hit me, if they could. But since I had 2.5 hearts and I wanted to keep an interval of a half a heart, I did not want the soldiers to hit me, and thankfully they did not. Yeah, Iron Knuckles do 4 hearts. They kill you instantly in most speedruns. Because in most speedruns, you do not have more than 4 hearts. The only speedrun where that's not the case is in the 100% category. Oh yeah, Georg does do 2. Most things in this game don't do more than 1. There's actually, like, you can count on your fingers how many things do more than 1 heart with any attack. Alright, saving a lot of time. Oops, I died. Run's dead. That sucks. Hey, Speed. How are you? Okay, this run is really, really good. So because of that, I'm actually going to get punished for being fast. It's a small problem with routing this category that a good solution for has not been found. But because I'm so fast, I'm going to have to Song of Double Time twice in Stone Tower, because it's not going to hit 3rd day naturally when I need it to. I need to get to 3rd night, so after I beat Stone Tower, the Clock Tower opens. But I went so fast that there's no way it's going to get to 3rd day early enough. So, I need to force it to 3rd day earlier, but not yet. But that is a small thing that happens if you go really fast in this category. No, I'm not gonna mess with the leaderboards, Velociraptor. That's how I lose my mod. Rip those arrows. Stun him. It did not. He will hit me once, and if he does, that is fine, as long as he does not hit me more than once. He'll do 1 full heart, leave me at 1 1/4. But if he hits me again, then I'm extremely scared. Because then literally anything can kill me at 1/4 heart. Just the random fire keys flying around would be a huge problem. No, like, other people verifying your runs isn't a huge deal. I'm just, like, I don't value the mod too much. I'm just saying that's, like, a good way to lose my mod for no reason. I do, like, verify a lot of runs and stuff. And I do feel like I'm on speedrun.com fairly actively, so it'd be a shame if I lost it. Because I try to be pretty proactive about making sure nobody has to wait for their runs to be verified. I check it every day, at least once. Hey, RTA. Dude, RTA, this is the most insane speedrun I've ever been on. So, you got here at a good time, I guess. Happy New Year to you as well, Speed. This is a little scary. Okay, but nothing in the immediate future is able to one-shot kill me from here. Everything coming up does half a heart, so I do need to take 2 hits. But if I do take that first hit, then it becomes very scary. And there are several things that could hit me coming up. So I need to get hit by one of them max, preferably none. Like, I'm gonna try to shield this guy. I don't even want to risk dying. I do not want to be in kill range ever. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Song of Double Time coming up. Nice, that heart is what I needed. Alright, let's Song of Double Time twice right here. I have, like, it's only a half an hour until 3rd day, but I actually cannot wait that long. And the reason being is the clock tower doesn't open until midnight, and if my stone tower is perfect, which we're gonna assume it is, then I need it to be 3rd night right now so that it hits midnight. And my health is perfect, actually. This is a really good health amount. It means I get to do the damage boost, but still be fine for the Death Warp. The Goron boost into Clock Tower, it goes out of bounds briefly, which is why it is banned. Out of bounds is banned in this category. So while the Goron boost itself is perfectly fine, the fact that it goes out of bounds is not. Thank you so much for the subscription. I'm sorry, I'm not looking too much right now because I'm really trying to concentrate, but I really do appreciate it. And hopefully I didn't miss any others. But I'm not checking for a while. My god, ZT. Don't even start. I'm not gonna try too hard for fast death warp. Oh my god, I got a little bit closer than I intended to there. Regardless. Okay, whatever, this should be fast death warp, as long as I mash fast enough. If this is not fast death warp, then something is weird about this. Okay, I did get fast death warp. Because there's been a few that I felt like I should have gotten fast death warp, and I didn't. That was the last frame I could have opened the chest without dying, by the way. One more frame and the bomb would have exploded. So, I was only cutting it a little bit close. You suck! I'm on fire and taking a ton of damage. I'm just playing it safe. Oh, that's true. So I did have one more frame, I believe. Yeah, I did. Yep, not that one, Rahalo. That one's 3 frames only. So that's still fairly big, but it's still fairly scary. Nice. I have to re-equip light arrows. Oh my god, that is the worst possible accidental equip. If I had died, yeah, the run would have been dead. If you die to Garo Master, the time it takes to get back there is well over a minute. Whatever. Small mistakes, just don't make any big ones. Still get the majority of my time saved. That's very small. That's minor in the grand scheme of things. Thanks, Dragon. I'm gonna try not to. So the thing that my PB failed is coming up. I'm going to do my best to not fail it like my PB. My heart was pounding right there. Oh my god. I should never be that stressed out about anything, but I was like super stressed out there. Okay. Hit! Whatever. Slow fight, whatever. I've died to Gomez before. Granted, when I walked into the room, I was one hit from death. Is the only reason I died to Gomez. But it was on the PB Pace run, and it was really sad. But it wasn't nearly as good as this run. Dang, whatever. That's too high? Or, no, it wasn't. That's too high. That might work. Okay, decently fast. That hook shot's not easy to do quickly. It's easy, but it's not easy to do quickly. Okay, I should still be saving a lot of time here. There were definitely numerous mistakes, but they were all very small ones. And I nailed the important stuff. Yeah, not the full time save, but almost all of it. Missing 12 seconds of it. Go. Alright, 246 pace. 246.40. I need to not make 20 seconds of mistakes. And I have Twin Mold and Majora basically left. I need to not mess up Twin Mold and hope Majora doesn't own me. Hopefully good RNG at Majora. And hopefully I don't mess up Twin Mold. Twin Mold is, I think, mostly skill. You get different patterns every time, but... I can work with this. He's gonna block this. I did kind of guess there. Okay, I can one-cycle him. I just gotta get this shot. No. Oh, he was still there! Oh my god. Okay. Bad blue. Maybe I can make it up with a good red. If I get a good red, I can make it up. I need to get like a one-cycle red. That didn't hit. So, if that one had hit, it would have been a one-cycle red. Unfortunately, I did not hit that. I think I'm losing a small amount of time here. Not too much, but yeah, I'm losing like 5-10. Oh man, that makes it harder. So this heart container I want to use to refill my health before Majora because it doesn't lose much time. Because it's right next to the warp. And a thing about blue warps in this game is after you kill the boss, it actually takes the blue warp a few seconds to become active and usable. It's not active immediately. I need a really good Majora fight if I want to 246 right now. I'm running against a gold, but the gold is not optimal. So while this is a gold Majora segment I'm running against, the gold is not perfect. It can be improved by 10 seconds. So if we take that 10 seconds it can be improved, plus the 6 seconds I have to lose, I can lose up to 16 seconds on Majora. So, and still get a 2:46.59. But what happened in my current Majora Gold was during the Wrath phase, I got kicked and knocked down by a Remains. And it probably lost me 10 seconds or maybe even slightly more overall. Majora won't clip out of bounds. That's an important one. It's a very important one. I really want a 246. It is within reach. It's not easy, but it's within reach and I really want it. Alright, looks like the only thing I missed was Vrici subscribing, so thank you very much, Vrici. Again, I really appreciate it. Sorry, I was just really concentrating at that moment in time, so I hope you can forgive. I need to put down the controller. My carpal tunnel's kicking in. It's only minor. It's really weird. It's just my left pinky is freezing up. So I think if I just put it down for a sec, I'll be fine. And I have the cutscene. But I have been playing this video game for 6 hours, and I'm a little bit stressed, and so I start holding the controller differently when I'm stressed, I think. But either way, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like, I've played for 6 hours before, but I start holding the controller tighter when I'm on, when I'm stressed or on a really good pace. And I think that's what's causing it, so I just need to, stretch my finger a little bit. Stretch that hand. Alright. I have a few minutes. Alright, let's kill the run and tweet it out. How about it? I hate Push, dude. Push does not work correctly anymore. I have to take 2 pictures for it to take a proper picture. I have to take a picture of the picture. Because I have to take a picture of the picture of the picture. Because the first 2 times it did not take the picture properly. There we go. That is the correct picture. Okay. So, the past couple days, I've had 2 runs that were on pace to PB, and both of them did not PB because I choked it in the end. Hopefully, this run does not somehow experience the same fate. The program I'm using is called LiveSplit Dark Chills. You can download it for free at livesplit.org. Thanks, Giga. Thanks, Sean. Alright, we're gonna give myself every frame to do this Majora fight perfectly. Every text box will be frame perfect. So far they have been. If you see a blue box at the bottom of any text box, it means it was not perfect. A frame passed. Like that one! But if you see nothing at the bottom, when it disappears, it was a frame perfect mash. I've never tried so hard at text. No, blue box! No, another one! Not even mashing C up. I can't do that, actually. Mashing C up would cause me to slow down on my other buttons, and it's not worth it for me to mash C up. I should mash C up with my foot. That way, somehow find a way to both simultaneously mash A and B with my hands and mash C up with my foot. It's tiring, Sample. Like, what I was actually just doing to try and do that was very tiring. To mash C up, you'd have to, like, hit the C stick up repeatedly. That's all. You have to let it return to neutral for each one to count as its own input, though. You can't just hold C up. Imagine if you could just hold C up and get frame perfect text boxes all the time. X does not advance text in this game. The only things that advance text in this game are A, B, and C up. And B advances it differently than A, which is why sometimes on some text boxes I mash only B, and some text boxes you mash A and B. Quick text in this game, it's actually faster to mash just B. A actually slows it down a little bit. So I actually Zora Slash into this cutscene now because I had a run that died because my initial set of fins miss, and having his fins already pulled before the fight means that I can actually get my initial throw out slightly sooner. That was hopefully the solution I needed, or at least to make it more consistent. So there actually was a reason for that. Please hold, just... Good first two hits, very fast. Please run into me. That first phase was perfect. Give me a perfect second phase as well. Run into me. Okay. Just get him under control quick, and I can still do it. Ah, I had enough magic for a light arrow? One cycle. Oh, that's iffy! Okay, this phase takes like 15 seconds. Is this cutscene gonna end by like 2:46, 45? Or it takes slightly less. Come on, end before 2:46:50 at least. Come on, give me control, give me control. I choked so hard. I just lost 2:46. No, dude, I choked. That's fine. Let's just go. Just go. I choked the 2:46, but it's still that run was still so good. I don't care. I wanted it, but that run was still so good. I'm still incredibly happy with that. Oh my god, this run was really good. I don't even... It's whatever. It's whatever. The rest of this run was really good, I think. The only red split was Ocarina. Oh my god, dude. That sucks that I did that, but it's okay. I can live with it. I can live with it. It's fine. Oh my god. Now the... Oh man, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Like, this run is really, really good. I could 2:46 and I could keep going, but I actually am somewhat satisfied with this run, and I think I might stop Glitchless here. I'm not completely satisfied. I will come back maybe one day and go for 2:46 again. But I think I'm done here with Glitchless. Because, like, my goal was either a high 2:46 or a low 2:47, and this is a low 2:47, and I feel pretty good about the run, regardless. Dude, Monkface, thank you so much for the 215 bits. Appreciate it, dude. Oh, man. I have not been so stressed in a really, really long time. This run definitely deserves the credits. I was recording that, right? Good, I was. This is actually going to be the first PB on YouTube. I've wanted to do this for a while, and I finally set it up where I was recording the run twice. I was both recording the stream, and I had my capture card software recording the game feed by itself. I've always wanted to upload both, just the stream itself, the PB, and the game on its own. So I would get to do that now. Dude, DJC, thank you so much for the 2,470 bits. Appreciate it. Thanks, Pope. I feel pretty good about this run. It could be improved, and I probably will come back to Glitchless at some point and attempt to improve it. But I feel very good about this run still. It was good. Alright, let me get the credits to a point where I don't have to do anything. This is world record because the previous world record was my old PB. So, no matter what, as long as I beat that, I was gonna... It's world record, basically. Thank you, Chemnitz, for the bits. Oh my god. Yep, protractor, that's probably the plan. I almost did, Scathy. Imagine that. Imagine that, dude. So, I think the major points where I made mistakes in this run, or maybe not even just mistakes, but like parts where that could have been better. Ocarina, I lost 4 seconds. Sonata, I lost 10. To bomb RNG. I got second try bombs this run, not first. Exit Woodfall was good. Lullaby Skip, good. Fire Arrows, pretty good. Goats Remains, also good. Gyro Mask Mirror Shield segment was honestly one of the worst sections of the run. This is one of the most improvable sections of the run, Gyro Mask to Mirror Shield. There's like 20 seconds there. And then also there's 20 seconds at Ice Arrows. And then at Twin Mold there's like 10. And at Majora, there's like 20. So there's like 3 sections, Ice Arrows, Aliens, and Majora, that all had 20-second time saves. Everything else was smaller. It looks like it was about... Let me see here. Do some quick math, that looks like 27.5 minutes. Or, no, that's 28.5, sorry. One off. 28.5, looks like. Not yet, Phoenix. I will do low percent again, but not yet. Dude, I tweeted 6 hours ago. Six and a half? Whenever I started, okay, I've been streaming for about 6.5, so I tweeted 6.5 hours ago that I will PB tonight. And it took 6.5 hours, but I did, and it's a freaking good one. Oh my god. So, my next goal is any percent. Any percent is my most outdated PB. It's the one I have not run really in the longest time. It's my PB in it is very bad. You can look down and see it's a high 126. Like, that's not good. So, that one's gonna get some very swift improvement, I feel. In case you want, like, for context, my any percent PB is 16 months old. So, I may have improved at the game a little bit in 16 months. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. All Masks is pretty outdated too, you are correct. So yeah, that is the immediate plan. I don't know how long I'm gonna run it. Probably not too long. But yeah. No, I never had world record in 80%. I've had world record in this category 100%, all masks and all fairy rewards. So I've actually had world record in every category I've run except 80%. Just because grinding any percent for me. So here's my opinion on any percent. Any percent can be fun to run once in a while or for not too long. But like once I start grinding any percent, that's when I get kind of iffy. I get bored, or I get like, yeah, I just get bored. So I will run any percent, and it's not gonna be for that long though, because again, once it gets grindy, that's when I start getting bored. I personally have more fun with other categories. This run has about 2 minutes of mistakes. We can actually, let's reset the splits now and take a look at my summer best. Yeah, it makes just short of 2 minutes of mistakes, which for a 3-hour run is pretty solid. Could it be improved? Yes. Yes, it could. I could get a 246. But I don't think so right now. I don't think so right now. Alright, guys. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the congrats. I'm actually we're gonna let the credits finish playing, but let's host somebody now. Who's live? Dude, I actually have not done this yet. Let's use the communities tab to find somebody speedrunning that I've never seen before. We could use the speedrunning community tab and just see who's there. Playing Super Mario Galaxy with a DDR pad. He is playing Super Mario Galaxy with a DDR pad. Okay, we're rating him. I want to say. Okay. Alright guys, here is your raid message. This guy is playing Super Mario Galaxy with a DDR pad. I guess it's also for the 12-hour challenge. So, here is your raid message. Oh, dude, we gotta use pound. What's pound again? How many O's is it? Is it like 5? Wait, I need to test. Is pound 5 O's? No, how do you do pound again? I don't remember the pound emote. What is it? Wait. It's 4 O's. Okay, I was off. Okay. I forgot. Okay, so here's raid message. Here is his stream link. I want you guys to flood him with pound. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the congrats. I am offline for the weekend. The best part about this is I get to eat pizza tomorrow. Dude, the stakes are high and I got it, but yep. Thank you everyone for watching. Go watch him, raid him, flood him with pounds, and I will see you guys next week for probably some any percent or something and stuff. Yeah. Thanks guys, everyone have a good night.